is Music with Miss Duncan, week May 4th. This is my baby boy, Philly, English Bulldog. I've been telling a lot of y'all about my puppy, and some of y'all asked to see him. So here he is. If you hear something in the background, it's probably because he's chewing on some boxes that I have. But today's video is going to feature the Hello, How Are You song, and then a really fun book called The Bear and the Piano. Say goodbye. Goodbye. A lot of y'all know I went to Gardner-Webb University, and so I've always been a fan of English Bulldogs, and my family dog is an English Bulldog, and she had puppies, and so that's where we got Philly. Philly for Philadelphia Eagles. Anyways. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? How are you today? How many of you remember that song? We learned it a couple weeks ago, and it's just to ask, how are you guys doing? I miss those conversations in class, just you guys coming up to me and telling me how you are. I would love to hear from some of you guys. So let's sing through our song again, and maybe if you're watching this with a sibling or a parent, or maybe even a grandparent or whoever, you can ask them how they're doing, and it's a great way to start a conversation. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? How are you today? Let's sing it again. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? How are you today? Hope you guys are doing great. If you want, send me an email at kduncan@pinnacleclassicalacademy.com and let me know how you're doing. Or have your parents comment on the YouTube video below, and I would love to hear how you guys are doing. So this next video, this next book I'm going to read you guys, it's called The Bear and the Piano, and it's by David Litchfield. This book's really great because it features one of my favorite instruments and a really cool animal, a bear. One day in the forest, a young bear cub found something he'd never seen before. What could this strange thing be, he thought. Shyly, he touched it with his stubby paws. Plonk! The strange thing made an awful sound. So the bear left. But the next day he came back, and the day after that too, and for days and weeks and months and years. Until eventually the sounds that came from that strange thing were beautiful. The bear had grown big and strong and grizzly. When the bear played, he felt so happy. The sounds took him away from the forest, and he dreamed of strange and wonderful lands. It wasn't long before the other bears in the forest were drawn to the clearing. Every night, a crowd gathered to listen to the magical melodies coming from the bear and the strange thing. Then, one night, a girl and her father came across the clearing. They told the bear that the strange thing was a piano, and the sounds it made were music. Come to the city with us, they said. There is lots of music there. You can play grand pianos in front of hundreds of people and hear sounds so beautiful they will make your fur stand on end. The bear knew that he left the forest. The other bears would be very sad. But he longed to explore the world beyond the woods, to hear more wonderful music, and to play bigger and better than before. And before long, the bear's name was up in big, bright lights in the big, bright city. He played sold-out concerts in giant theaters. Every night he performed with such passion and such grace to wild applause and standing ovations and huge admiration. The bear recorded albums that went platinum. He was interviewed for magazines. He won awards. He met new people every day and created headlines everywhere he went. The city was everything he had hoped it would be, but deep down, something tugged at the bear's heart. He had fame and awards and all the music in the world, but he missed the forest. He missed his old friends. He missed his home. So the bear decided to go back. He speedily crossed the river and excitedly pounded into the forest. He couldn't wait to tell his friends about his time in the city. But when the bear reached the familiar clearing, it was empty. No piano, no bears, no anything. The bear started to worry that his friends had forgotten him or that they were angry that he had left them behind. Then a friend stepped into the clearing. "Hello," cried the bear. "I'm back. I've missed you so much." Without saying a word, the gray bear ran back into the trees. "Wait," called the bear. I'm sorry I left. Please stop." But his friend just kept running. The bear stumbled after him, moving deeper and deeper into the forest until he saw something that made his fur stand on end. For the bear had not been forgotten. His friends weren't angry, but proud. The bear realized that no matter where he went or what he did, they would always be there watching from afar. They had even kept the piano safe in the shade, ready for his return. So after the bear had told his friends about his life in the city and the many concerts he had played, he sat down to play once more. This time for the most important audience of all. And the end. So this is one of my favorite books to share, obviously because it's about music. But the illustrations in this book are just so gorgeous with all the different colors and just the way the illustrator makes all the designs of the forest. And if you look closely, there's little musical symbols all throughout the book. So overall, this is just one of my favorite little stories to read. And I normally share it with you guys in the classroom, but this is the perfect way to. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's lesson, and I'll see y'all next week.